action as we're on now.
Yeah, we're on now. We're on live.
This is the first installment of the mini shows and happenings of the shows. Is that good? Is that a good start? Because I don't know. Thanks for. Is this a good sign?
You got issues, bro.
Is this a good sign?
You got issues.
I can't. Okay, so no, seriously. I am going to be starting my blog very soon. Kinethology.com. I want you to see it right there. Kinethology. Right. Is that good right there?
Yeah, we see it. We see
you
it.
See it? And it's going to be on the interweb. So it's going to be kinethology.com. If you've never used the interweb before, you put a .com after kinethology, and then that is that. All right. So I want to plug my blog because I want people to go to it as much as possible and tell other people about it. I want you to go to it because there'll be a lot of awesome stuff on there. And one of the things would be a weekly show, not like me sitting here like this, just like this, but I will have guests sort of like going to NBC or ABC or CBS, Letterman, Conan, those guys who are famous, but I am not famous, but I'm awesome. So I will have a show with guests who are probably not popular or famous at all. And you probably don't care what they have to say, but I will have them nonetheless. I will also be visiting different tours and events in the SoCal area, interviewing people who probably don't want to be bothered by me, doing funny things like skateboarding through McDonald's, and also skateboarding through Dairy Queen. So those are you can look forward to me skateboarding in a lot of just different places and doing stuff with people and high-fiving people. And then also on the blog there'll be a lot of articles. We talk about sports, obviously, because I am a genius when it comes to sports, except for sports that I don't like. So basically all you're going to hear from me about is basketball and football, because all the sports suck. Growing up, we didn't have an ice hockey rink. We didn't have baseball diamonds or stuff. I wasn't about to get a stick to hit it. But you could always have a basketball, or we used to play football in the streets and juke and hit people, and people got their arms broke and other various things like that. Food. We're gonna talk about food because I'm basically the Black Bobby Flay. And I can cook very well, and I'll have cooking installments showing you how I cook. I don't use recipe cards. I don't use recipes. You know what my recipe is? Right here. I cook from the heart. That's where it starts. It starts in the heart, and that's where I'll talk about man stuff. And stuff, it's man stuff. I'll talk about fashion, because let's face it, they didn't call me the swag master for nothing. That's just, and I'll talk about, because with fashion, like pagers, that's a big deal. Pagers, people use those, you can call people on their pagers and then like leave your number, and then they'll call you back. I'll talk about music. Obviously, me being a dope, fresh MC myself, can talk about music, and I also show up at different music events and underground hip-hop events around the SoCal area, and we'll talk. And who knows, I might even talk to a few famous people. I don't want to talk to like Trinidad James or anything, because it doesn't looks like his mouth smells. It looks like his mouth smells like sweaty sardine hot dog water. And I will also be talking about all things controversial and provocative. So kinethology.com. Show up to the website and view my weekly show, Ken on Display, various happenings. I think that's the full name, Ken on Display with various happenings. I just made that up, so it probably sounds awesome. To you, it probably doesn't, but I don't really care what you think. Okay, so I want to talk about one thing right now and just tell a little quick funny story. Just talk about parenting, because parenting, people have so many different ideologies about parenting and what you should do, what you shouldn't do. Should you whoop your kids? Should you not whoop your kids? You got some folks, they used to go out and get a switch and braid the switch on the way back so they can get whooped with it. You got people that got hit with race car tracks, shoes thrown at their doggone face, just all kind of stuff. Then you got some people just put their kids in timeout. Then you got some people that put leashes on their kids. Well, why would you put a leash on a child? I don't. It's not like they run that fast, and they are. I don't know. So I want to talk about raising kids. I want to hear some of your takes on raising kids and disciplinary methods. Here, okay. So here's a dad hiccup right here. Got two boys. Most of you all know them, JoJo and Tank. Josiah, real name. Joshua, real name. JoJo and Tank. I honestly feel that JoJo is set up to fail. Like, this guy cannot win. Because we tell him, son, you're the oldest, you're 6, your little brother's doing something, you make sure he doesn't do it. If you all have been around Josh, you know Josh doesn't listen to anyone. So we tell JoJo not to put his hands on Josh, right? Because it's not the right thing to do to beat up your little brother. So, and I'm glad I didn't grow up beating up my little, well, I did kind of beat. I wouldn't beat up. I wouldn't try to fight my little brothers now, because one of them knows Muay Thai and the other one is the size of the NFL linebacker. So I love them a lot, and I'm glad they didn't grow up beating them. Well, Derek kind of, I used to kind of put my hands. I'm just glad he don't want to beat me up right now and kick the roof of my mouth out of my face. So I try to tell JoJo not to hit on his brother. So if he does something wrong, come tell us. If Josh does something wrong, come tell us. We'll handle it. So then when he comes and tells, Daddy, Josh did something, I'll be like, stop snitching. Snitches get stitches. I literally told him the other day that snitches get stitches. I don't think that's right. So now I told him to tell, but when he does tell, I ridicule him for telling. Okay? And then he gets so fed up, and then he get in trouble because he put his hands on Josh, then he get in trouble. So he either get in trouble, we try to discipline Josh himself because he shouldn't put his hands on his brother, 1. 2, he gets in trouble for snitching because we don't snitch in his household. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I'm at a stop loss personally. I think I've set my oldest son up for failure, but he'll get through it. Then what do you do? Because okay, so my youngest son Josh, we call him Tank. Nothing phases a little rockhead boy. He feels like he can do what he wants whenever he wants to do. I don't whoop Josh. See, JoJo I ain't got to whoop, because when you tell JoJo to do something in a harsh tone, he gets sad automatically, like you hurt his feelings. He's a very emotional little boy. Okay, he's real emotional. So you just let him deal with his emotions and go through his things. Josh, on the other hand, if you try to whoop Josh, Josh gonna think you trying to fight him. He doesn't think he's being disciplined. Okay, he thinks you are trying to fight him, and Josh will hit you back. I don't care how hard you hit him. I don't care who you are in his life. If you hit Josh, he gonna be like, "Why you hit me?" And then he gonna want to fight you back. So what do you do with that? Okay, what I do is I take away his liberties. Okay. He likes to be a rambunctious free spirit. Go lay your butt down in your little race car bed, okay? Zoom there. You can do a little Grand Prix, okay? Go do that, all right? Take a nap. He will scream his face off if you take away his liberties. So JoJo, all you gotta do is raise your tone a little bit. Josh, all you gotta do is take away his liberties. Say he can't do something. And these are ways I'm learning to discipline my boys. My dad told me something really outstanding a couple months ago, and I was talking to him on the phone. He said, son, remember that you are growing up with your kids. You're growing up. So I don't have all the answers all the time, even though I do think I'm right 99.9% of the time, because I'm basically a genius. So I do have it right most of the time. But as far as parenting is concerned, I'm new to this, okay? I've only been doing it for 6 years. So in that instance, you ask older people, people who have been doing it for a while. You ask other parents. You build a network of people, because it does take a village. It doesn't take a village people, because it's just awkward to have village people raising your kids. Or you could, I mean, they sung a song about the YMCA, and you do take your kids to the YMCA, which I still got to get Josh putting soccer at the YMCA, but it's just all, I got off track, and I'm sorry about that. So, in closing, parenting is very important. Take it very seriously. Learn your kids, what makes them tick, what motivates them, what demotivates them, and what gets them going. You'll be good to go. All right, I felt like signing off like LeVar Burton, read Rainbow, but I'm not going to do it. Okay, I'm just going to sit here, and then at this point in time, we might have some credits rolling, even though it's 2 credits. Robert Park, who's filming it, and me. Have a good day. I think this is where it kind of chimes out, and then I act like I'm talking like this, but ain't nobody to talk to. Then we